Hello, Glitch Gremlins! It's so good to see you! Welcome to another week here at What Did I Just Read? And today, this week is kind of special, I guess, because this is going to be my first ever time reviewing something I've had as an advanced reader's copy. And I got really emotional when I got offered to read it. And so yeah, big thank you to Josh who wrote this book. And I previously reviewed another one of his books, Teleportasm. I love his work and I'm very excited for it. So but yeah, so today we're gonna be reviewing Dopefoot, which comes out on the 16th of this month, so just in 6 days. I got it really fine with the reading, but I really wanted to make sure I was talking about it and I knew what I was talking about. Like, I had all the information. I've even made notes this time. Okay, we are like on it. So there are definitely some trigger warnings for this one. Everybody, it's definitely containing drugs. There's some familial abuse. There's some hints of sexual assault, and there's a lot of gore and violence. So if any of those things are going to trigger you or you're going to have a terrible time, maybe just click off now. It's okay. There's more books in the future, and some of them will have less of that content. So you can definitely tune into a different review here. So I really want to say Josh Millican has created his own little micro genre here, and I'm going to call it drug horror, because teleportasm was people using teleporting to get high, and then there was like terrible consequences of that. And this is sort of similar. There's a lot of drug use in this, and there's a lot of horror that stems from it. There's a lot of violence that stems from it as well. um but before we get into that, let's ask the main question of the book. Do you believe in Bigfoot? There's shockingly not that much Bigfoot in a book that you think is about Bigfoot. I thought it was gonna be like, we're chasing Bigfoot into the mountains, and it's not. There's basically every other type of cryptid in this book. Like, there's all sorts of things you wouldn't expect, and it's very twisty and turny. There's like clowns and like witches and like forest beings. I don't know how else to describe them. Forest beings. And there's like a lot of non-cryptid horror as well, a lot of violence. There's a staircase in the woods at one point, which is one of my favorite. Like, I don't know if it counts as a creepypasta or a cryptid, but I love the staircases in the woods. I actually read a book called The Staircase in the Woods earlier this year, and it was great. But so it really goes in with variety. One thing I really wanted to say, and it's like the most important thing, I think, transitioning from reading Teleportasm so recently into reading this new piece of work from Josh, is that the characters definitely feel stronger than his previous work. I feel more attached to them. They were more likable, they were more interesting, they were more developed, and I don't know if that's just, general improvement as time has gone on with character development or what, but I love the characters. I love the characters. They all have nicknames. They don't use their real names because they're all in the drug business. And I thought that was just such a fun way. You immediately knew them, from that one word that was used to describe them. Let's summarize this. I'm getting so ahead of myself. Let's summarize this book right here. No spoilers. I'm just gonna go from the beginning of the plot. Basically, it's a guy who has dropped out of college and he's having some family troubles, and he finds himself working on a cannabis farm in California. And that's basically all you need to know to go into it. Because everything from there is insane. There is drug warfare happening. There is Satanism. There is witchcraft. There is like family abuse. Everything is insane. Everything is out of control. Like the same with teleportism. Everything, like, you find yourself reading, and every time you stop and pause for a second, you're like, what, what, what just happened? Ah, but it's gripping and it's interesting and it's unique. And I think that's something that Josh does really well, is that he keeps his unique vision of the world and projects it in his work. And I really enjoyed it, honestly. I thought it just got better and better. Um think I enjoyed the most out of it. I guess this is a tiny spoiler, so maybe skip ahead if you don't want it to know. But there is ritualistic, like occult violence and gore involved, and I am a sucker for like cults and the occult and like witchcraft. That type of thing is just so interesting to me, and I wasn't expecting it going in because, like I said, it's called Dopefoot. You expected Bigfoot and pot. That was all I expected, and I got so much more than that. I got so much more than I bargained for. I definitely think it's worth a summer read. I think it has summer vibes, maybe until they get into the forest area, and then it just feels like, I don't know, you get a very oppressive atmosphere from it where you almost feel crushed by the forest, and that's enjoyable, but it's not summer. Um I think it's definitely worth picking up, and you can still pre-order it. I'll put a pre-order link up. It's probably been up this whole time, and yeah, it's a great time. It's very different. It's very unique, and I feel so privileged that I got an opportunity to read it before everyone else. So again, Josh, thank you so much. It's an honor to read your work, and I hope I can keep enjoying your work for a very long time. um, so overall, I would give this book 4 out of 5 stag bars. I think it was a huge improvement on Teleportasm. It definitely was more enjoyable for me because the characters were likable, so I wanted to keep reading and I wanted to follow them along. Um, I will say I want a spin-off book about the creepy ranger guy, and I will not give any more information than that. Read the book, everybody. Read the book, and Josh, please make a spin-off about the creepy ranger guy because I think he has so much potential to just be weird as hell. Um, and yeah, that's it for this one. Obviously, guys, pre-order Dopefoot. Follow Josh on Instagram. He's awesome. He's very cool. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, everyone. It's been great again to see you. I've got a lot of videos that I want to make, and I'm trying to figure out how to make that aren't necessarily book based. So give me time. I'm working on it. Things are going. There are things in the process. And yeah, just have patience with me. But thank you so much for watching. I love you all, little glitch gremlins. I hope you have a good day. Bye!